You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Happy Wednesday. Come on in. I'm so happy to have you here today. I am. We're going to do some fun stuff today, and only because you're here, because otherwise it was going to be a totally serious show. But you're here, though, and we're going to have some fun. Now, by the way, in the world of personal growth, it is pretty amazing. There is a section of people that listen to these podcasts that get mad at me because they think I don't take it serious enough. I'm like, wait a second. Didn't you come here to be happy and productive and live a good life? And what are you so serious for, like we talked about yesterday? But it's okay. People are like that sometimes. I don't know who you are, but, well, I actually do. I've got intel. So today, I like to fly airplanes. It's been a couple of years since I have. I am been seen kicking around the airport recently, having conversations with boring old guys that fly airplanes. It's a thing. It is. And we've been eating donuts. And there's a reason why I put pilots and donuts together, and you're going to learn about that today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day since 2006 doing this thing. Yeah, closing down on 5,000 episodes. That was the original goal. And I have said at the end of the year, we're going to make a change to this show, and I sort of know what it's going to be. I also have said to myself, September 1st, I have to kind of more than sort of know what it's going to be. It's going to be. So if you have any suggestions, by the way, you can send a note to support@motivationtomove.com and say, Scott, I know you're going to make some changes at the end of the year. Once you hit 5,000 episodes, I have an idea for you. I'll consider just about anything. Before you get off on Labor Day weekend this weekend, remember, go to faceyourpassion.com and sign up for my live presentation. I do it every single week on Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you sign up for it, I'd love to have you live. We can chat and all that kind of cool stuff. And if not, you have a few days to go check out the replay. It's always live. It's always different. It's always cool. It's always fun. I think you might like it. faceyourpassion.com. So goals. You set goals? You should set goals. Goals are really important. Goals can be very simple or very, very big. Now, personally, for me, I'll go down a little bit of sidebar right now. I'm a big goal-setting kind of guy. I tend to bite into one or two things at a time, and I had that direction. This year, I had, with the surgery I had and everything like that, I had kind of different goals. It was all just kind of trying to take care of myself and get to feel like myself again. Long journey, feeling very normal now, by the way, if you're wondering about the hip replacement I had. Actually, I'm at the point now where I don't think too much about the pain anymore. I think more like, wow, look, I just tied my shoe without thinking about it. Kind of stuff like that. So goals are really important. Like I said, I have big goals, long goals that might take me years to go after, and I just stay at it every single day. And some people don't like to do that, but to me, it's how I do things. And it's interesting when you do it, you do relax a lot because now we don't worry about an outcome that's going to happen this weekend. It'll get there when it gets there. And sometimes, I don't know if you notice this, but when you're flying toward the thing that you want, the goal you've set, you can see it so clearly, but darn it, not everybody else can. That's kind of weird. Why aren't they seeing things my way? Why is it not going my way? It seems like you're flying crooked, honestly. It's like you're going that direction, but it's like you're kind of off it's like you're being pushed off track. Have you ever noticed that? So we live in Florida, a lot of little airplanes in Florida, a lot of flight schools here, which makes it really fun to watch and kind of scary up in the air when you're flying an airplane. But nonetheless, if you ever notice in Florida, certainly in the wintertime when the winds start coming from the north, these planes are flying crooked all over the place. I mean, they're heading to their destination, but the wind's blowing them. So the pilots, they kind of turn into the wind. They kick the rudder a little bit. They make a little wind correction. And if you don't, you're going to end up in the Bahamas, which is not a bad thing. But if you're not planning on it, maybe it is a bad thing. So you got to be careful. So it's a little wind correction. And the same thing with the goals that I do. When I set a goal, just like when you set a goal, the winds are going to blow. Your wife is going to say, what are you doing? We got chores this weekend. You can't go do that. Your boss is going to say, focus on that project, not the stuff you want to do. You're going to get blown off course. You're going to be trying to head that direction, but everything in the world is going to push you in a different direction. You got to hang on. It's exactly what happens when you set a goal. While you may prefer a straight path, you're not likely going to be able to do that. The winds are going to blow you off course of your goal. That's why we have to be flexible. We have to be patient. We have to be dialed into what we want. We have to have a very strong why. Why? I think the what is the most important thing, to be honest, but I think once you get moving, the why is the most important. If you don't know why you're going to do it, when those winds blow, you'll say, fine, whatever. I'm just going to go with the wind. But like a sailboat, to switch metaphors here, you can tack into the wind if you want to do it and actually go forward fast if you know what wind direction is going, right? Okay, back to airplanes. Your spouse may disagree with your plans. Your boss demands more hours. Your kids, your friends, responsibilities, all that. Have you noticed? It just keeps blowing you around. You're like, when am I going to get there? It's lonely at 3 o'clock in the morning when you wake up and can't go back to sleep. Or you get up so excited you go to work and you end up with an 18-hour day and you go to bed at 10 o'clock that night exhausted and you find yourself doing it again, even though you said you were not going to get up that early. Why? Because you've set your path. You've set your goal. It's that important to you, and you're the only one it has to be important to. You got to do it for yourself. Because normally what ends up happening when people finally get down to face their passion, as I call it, what that means is they've decided to do it for themselves and not because somebody else told them to. You make the world better when you do things for yourself because then you can think about that. You're so powerful when you do that. But you're going to get blown off course is what's going to happen. So it is time to start thinking like a pilot. Or in this case, it's kind of time to start thinking like a guy that rides a Harley Davidson motorcycle like I do. Or a woman. There's a lot of women out riding motorcycles these days. More than ever. It's kind of crazy. You guys are fun too. Better outfits as well.
I wrote a little song to remind you, Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Cocktails up here feel just right. Is Cambria amazing? All right. Bring a date, your team, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com. See you on the roof.
So it's time to start thinking about that. So if you're a pilot, you're going to set your destination. You are going to fly to a distant city, and it's going to likely have a Krispy Kreme donut sign on the someplace in that city. The Krispy Kreme donuts are everywhere. But it's not just any Krispy Kreme donut. And Krispy Kreme donuts are just like any other donut, unless you see the sign in the window that says hot donut sign, right? So when I fly to Daytona Beach, or when I jump on my motorcycle and go riding through Daytona Beach, there's only one Krispy Kreme place here, and it's always jam-packed, but it's only jam-packed at one time. You set off on your goal to go that direction, and suddenly the winds are blowing every single direction. But you know what? When you get there, if you timed it just right and you push just the right buttons on your GPS, you might land in a spot where that hot donut sign is on. That is the final destination. I mean, if you could go any place on this planet and get a hot donut sign, or your version of a hot donut sign. Man, that's what good goals can do for you. Now, Scott, are you telling me that I should set my goal based around hot donuts? Well, I'm not telling you not to. If that works for you, my wife will simply say, can I set it around a salad with maybe some chicken on it? Would that work as well? Yes, it would. Although, frankly, not as well as donuts, I don't think. I'm just being honest with you. I got to go there, okay? Keep an eye on your final destination. Make that sign neon, by the way, Always set goals that factor in the wins that are going to blow you off course. Because here's the thing, guys. Something's going to try to blow you off course. And I have actually learned over time that the thing that most likely will blow you off course is you, all by yourself. You're going to blow yourself off course. Self-sabotage? I don't know how I call it that, but maybe just self-distraction. Maybe that's it. Just make minor corrections based on what you know you want to go after, and keep your eye, as usual, on the hot donut sign. That'll get you everything you need, right? Last time I did this subject of hot donuts, I got yelled at. This guy, I'm on a diet. He's talking hot donuts. Yeah.
Keep moving, gotta get back up. What?